Kandi Show.
All right, it's KandiShow, episode 18. It's 10:30 a.m., June 14th, 2021. I'm Vinny Kandis.
I'm Alec Kandis.
And let's start chronologically. So Friday was my birthday.
Right.
So first episode of 31.
Yes, sir.
And Alec's been talking about this restaurant called Tao Asian Bistro.
Yeah.
And I think there's one in Vegas. I only know this because I looked at the bag, the take-home bag. But there's one in Las Vegas,
New York,
Los Angeles, New York, and I think Chicago.
Yeah.
Those are the four cities.
I think there's two in New York.
Two in New York, maybe.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so he asked me how it was, and so he told me about this Wagyu beef, the 12-ounce Wagyu beef for $91. So,
yeah.
My take first and foremost,
Right.
I love the vibe of the place.
It's sick,
It did remind me of Nobu. Because I was looking to go to Nobu, and it's Nobu. It's the same kind of fusion-style menu, and even the vibe in this dark, they put the music. So I really liked it. It got packed. I went at 5:30. By the time we left, every table was packed.
Right.
So people are out there in Vegas. It's at the Venetian, and there's a popular nightclub there, but then they have a restaurant connected to it. I don't know if all of them are a nightclub.
Yeah, they're all a nightclub.
All of them, even New York, Chicago,
Yeah.
LA. But anyway, so yeah, it was dope. I got the little yellowtail jalapeno sashimi, which I get everywhere I go. Even though Hendrix ate 3 of the pieces and there was only 5, so I only got 2. But whatever, they didn't have a kids menu. But I knew he was gonna share the Wagyu beef. So the Wagyu beef was really good.
Really good.
And it's funny that a $91 plate has like crispy onions on it, but the crispy onions kind of made it.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the crispy onions kind of
That
made
was your
it.
favorite part about it?
It mixed. What, did you take it off and not eat it with crispy onions?
No, I didn't eat them with the
they're
onions.
good. The crispy onions kind of made it.
Yeah, but the meat is just perfectly sliced.
Good.
Like the fat.
I don't know if it's worth $91.
You might have just been overthinking the price point.
No,
but
I wasn't. I took it serious.
Yeah.
If it was $91.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, for $62, right?
Right.
At Benihana, you get the 12-ounce beef.
Oh no, but
No, I'm not saying it's the same.
Yeah.
But you get lobster. Okay. And that was $62. I just feel like for 91 and crispy onions, it needs to melt in my mouth.
The meat does melt in your mouth, bro.
Yeah, I think
It does. It's perfect fat to meat ratio.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know about if it's $91 agree.
Dude.
91?
You and I both have had very expensive steaks. Like even over that price point.
I don't think I've had over that price
yeah.
point, 91.
Yeah, you used to always get the one at not Rooster Chris, what's the other one we like? Mastro's. At Mastro's, you used to get the Kobe beef, and that's over that price point.
I've only had that like once.
Yeah, but I mean, compared to that, that's like 120. That's
I only tried that once though.
Yeah.
I typically get the filet for like 50.
No.
New York strip for like 56. You know what I'm saying?
No, that shit is prime.
But anyway, that being the case, it was really.
Yeah.
I'll take this as one thing too.
Okay.
I was deaf in my right ear, and I do think that was
fucked
since
up
Monday.
your
We
test
talked about
buds?
this last podcast. So this would have been Monday. I told you guys the last podcast I was deaf.
Right.
Friday. This was Friday night. I was deaf in my right ear, so that does throw off some of my sensories.
Yeah.
So that kind of fucks with me. But,
that could have been. I'm surprised you weren't like freaking out about it, 'cause I love that shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to go to the fact that it was incredible. It just wasn't $91.
What did Charnay get?
So she got
Charnay is your wife, by the way, for the people that
she
don't
got
know.
green bean tempura dipped in the sauce. That shit was bomb. Hendrix, that's what he kept eating, but he just take the tempura off. He wouldn't eat the green bean, just eat the tempura off. And I told him forever, like, you like tempura, like shrimp tempura and stuff, and he never believed me. But so he just ate the tempura off the green bean. So she got that. She got the shishito peppers, which are fucking incredible. The shishito peppers with this like brown sauce. That shit was bomb. We got like a Tao salad. She's vegetarian, so she gets all vegetarian stuff. She got this pad thai, which is like noodles. With some stuff in it, and then I got the jalapeno sashimi. I got the pork pot stickers, and then I got obviously the $91 Wagyu beef.
Yeah,
and then
damn,
that was it for
so
food.
right now.
And then we got a bunch of dessert too because my birthday. So they came over with the candle. We on open reservation. We put it as my birthday, so they already came over with the candle like sorbet. But I also got this carrot cake, bro. Did she post that on Snapchat? Did you see that?
I saw like a dirt thing that she was eating.
Bro, it looks like
is
a
that
plant.
what it was? Yeah.
So the orange, which is like a carrot kind of flavored chocolate or something, but it's orange, literally with like brown dirt with a green like leaf coming out of it. Literally looked like a plant. That shit was incredible. Carrot cake's kind of been my shit lately. But yeah, so it was a carrot cake that literally looked like a plant. It was really incredible how it was put together. And then we got a mochi assortment, which we didn't eat any of it because Hendrix wanted it. It comes like 6 different ones, and they didn't even eat that.
Yeah.
And then he liked the carrot cake and the sorbet that came with the candle. But
how was the baby? I was curious how that played out. Was he crying or no?
No, we just put him in the stroller and just push him back and forth and kind of take turns. He was cool. Yeah.
I forgot to tell you the 2 appetizers that I was getting. Yeah. I'd get the crispy rice with the tuna.
Yeah, spicy tuna. I thought about getting that.
That's a shit. Yeah. And then the lobster wontons.
I saw that too.
Yeah, those were the 2 that I get that are bomb as fuck.
I always like pork pot stickers, and I gotta see the flavor, like the sauce that comes with it. So anytime I see those, especially at a good spot, I always get them. But I did see the lobster ones. The only thing I didn't get the spicy, because they used to have that at Nobu, and I used to eat those all the time. The spicy tuna with the crispy rice. So I just tried something different, but it was legit. Yeah, I really liked the place.
Were you glad you went?
I'm glad I went. Yeah, for sure. So all right, so that was Friday, my birthday. What was Saturday? Saturday was
with the fights, all the fights.
That's why
everything.
We're going chronological.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe
Friday
we should skip over that.
No, because we're gonna go over. Let's go with that now. But Friday we forgot. Lamar Odom knocks out Aaron Carter in the second round.
Yeah.
Not much to say on it other than that's what we thought. When we saw that minus 270 a while ago.
We thought it was like almost 2. Like when it's like a guarantee, it always makes you question, you know? So you and I both were a little skeptical. Like, are they going to try to throw this shit off and Lamar put like $1 million on himself to lose or something like that? But it wasn't the case.
But no, Lamar Odom was
that shit was embarrassing. Him doing the windmill fucking spins.
Oh my God. We still never figured out how much they got paid, though. That's what we were curious about.
Yeah.
What was your guess?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't know. I really don't know.
As you think. I bet like $300,000 a piece.
Really?
I think so.
I feel like Lamar would have to get paid more, no? Yeah.
No, I think Aaron Carter probably.
No.
I think so.
No.
I think so, bro.
I think Lamar is more of a pool than Aaron Carter, no?
I think he was like a... I don't know. I would like to look at those numbers. So that was Friday. Not much to say about it.
I didn't see anything about
that.
There
wasn't. I had to search on YouTube. So the day
That's a bad
Thursday,
sign.
I searched for like the weigh-in because I wasn't doing something before. All the fight setups have the same thing: press conference, weigh-in the day before. So I looked on YouTube and found it. They were at some like shitty casino with their Dana White guy. Their company, Celebrity Boxing. It was really bad. I want to know if they made they had to lose money. There was no promotion.
How much was that pay-per-view?
I didn't really see much promotion for TikTok versus YouTube, which we'll get into.
Right.
But there was way more on that than just in YouTube content and views than Lamar Odom, Aaron Carter.
Right.
But, and again, they should have timed that out better for a UFC pay-per-view weekend, both those companies. That was kind of silly. But
And I think that's like kind of a big thing because those aren't internet celebrities. Those are like, you know,
Lamar
would have been
Aaron Carter
considered before legitimate celebrities.
Washed up celebs.
And washed up. But I don't think they have the same type of pool as the social media guys do.
No, they don't.
You know?
By the way, I meant to say, well, okay, so that's Friday.
Right.
So Saturday is...
Wait, one second. Do you know how much they charge for that pay-per-view or no?
For which one?
The Aaron Carter, Lamar Odom.
No, I don't even know if it was on pay-per-view.
It was just a free?
No, I think it might have been on like one of those like fight TVs. I don't know. It was trash regardless. I don't know. I'm curious if...
That was embarrassing.
How many people bought that? But
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Honestly, the real win is the payday for Lamar and Aaron. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else really for it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Saturday. So Saturday, we'll get into UFC 263, but let's just do real quick. The only thing I saw, so they did do some free fights on YouTube. So my son actually, because I was watching UFC, Clippers Jazz Game 3 was going on at like 5:30, so I was more important about NBA and the UFC. My son pulled it up on YouTube. They did have a live stream for a couple fights, and he cared about FaZe Jarvis the most, and that fight was free on live stream. So
oh, really?
Yeah, so FaZe Jarvis... I still remember 4.57 million followers, and the Michael Lee has 48 million. I think on TikTok you can get more followers quicker or something. Is that facts?
I mean, yeah. People have obnoxious amount of followers on that type of shit.
So, because 48, because FaZe Jarvis seems more popular to me than Michael Lee, but I don't really know shit.
Yeah.
So, but Michael Lee had 48 million. It said FaZe Jarvis had 4.57 million, but...
That's probably from YouTube. I mean, you know, like subscriptions, you don't get the same amount of followers as you could get on TikTok. So there's people with like 80 million on TikTok and shit.
So that one pulled up, and the FaZe Jarvis kid came out hungry and knocked the dude out.
Damn.
Knocked out Michael Lee, dropped him a couple times. And I was impressed by some of the guys. They looked like they... I mean, anyone can kind of, who's young and a little bit of shape, can go out and throw some hands, especially against a guy who can't really throw hands. So maybe that was more what I saw. But FaZe Jarvis looked good, and he was like, I want to fight again. I'm not going to call anybody out, blah, blah, blah. And then the only other one I saw was the main event. I saw the highlights. Bryce Hall, Austin McBroom. And I guess they had $1 million bet.
Yeah.
If they got knocked out, the other one pay $1 million. And Austin McBroom. And again, once I looked at it, He was 29-year-old guy, 21.
I was telling you that during the thing.
I saw a little bit more force and feistiness with McBroom, even though I saw his fucking fat chin. But even,
Yeah, well, I don't think either of us knew, but I guess he played basketball in college, so he's like a real athlete.
Yeah, once I saw the fight, he had a little bit more twerk, a little bit more.
He looked way better in all aspects.
And again, he's 29 versus 21. There's a little bit more force, So
the thing about Bryce Hall and Logan Paul, they both were throwing like these wide haymakers. Like if you're in a training camp for a decent amount, like I don't even train box, and I know you're supposed to keep your punches a little more shallow and keep your elbows in.
Some people just are gumpy, bro.
Yeah,
you can't teach movement. Some people got it, some people don't, but. And also that thing, Dana White we're going all over the place, but Dana White did come out. I mean, Logan Paul Floyd did over 1 million pay-per-view buys.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And that was Showtime. That was legit. And remember, Triller came out and said they did like 1.6, but they said that was all bullshit.
Yeah.
Triller was full of shit. I think that's partially why Jake Paul left too. They were full of shit. They didn't do the 1.6. They said they still did a good number. This is what Dana White said. But Dana said they still did a decent number for two guys who can't really fight but it wasn't. He's like, Showtime's a real number, over 1 million.
I wonder how many like refunds Showtime had to pay out.
I'm curious. They probably made you jump through loops and ladders.
Yeah,
it said on the tweet. It was like, go to our Showtime.com/help. Like,
fill
if
out
you've
a
ever
forum,
been to a help thing on any big website, it's a mess.
Right.
So. But again, I'm sure a couple thousand went on there. But we talked about that last week. We won't get into that.
Yeah.
So nothing last on TikTokers, YouTubers, other than my only other thing is this: they're going to keep pushing, going along, especially guys that won. If they can get a nice little payday, they're going to keep doing it. One thing I did see, I don't know if I sent you this video. There was this DJ Khaled video performing on the stage, and the video was titled on World Star "DJ Khaled performing to crickets" because like no one was really cheering. It was sad. Damn. I think people are just lame. One and two, maybe that those kids don't even really like DJ Khaled. They're more into like Lil Baby and these younger guys.
Yeah,
Khaled's a little older, like probably more my generation realistically at this point.
Yeah,
I think so.
Well, because like
that was the feel.
Yeah,
they were kind of looking at him like, "Who are you, old man?" type shit.
Maybe a second wave was with my generation, or maybe just slightly younger.
Yeah.
And TikTok.
What I also saw about a lot of kids there too, they don't have much personality anyway. Yeah. They aren't the kind of guys who are gonna be up and dancing energy. They're just kind of people are shy and scared. So it was a mixture of a little bit of all. Shy, scared.
I'm not sure. Did all the TikTok people lose? I think all the.
I don't know.
Everything that I've seen.
I told you I only know the 2 fights. You told me the DDG.
Yeah.
He dropped a music video after it, by the way. I was considering maybe one of our video reactions, but I don't know.
Probably not.
We got to do King Lowe's video, by the way, that dropped yesterday. I have to, bro. I didn't watch it just to see it on there.
Just for the love.
And he didn't. Well, and also, we won't get into that yet. But, all right. So, and then let's get into Saturday night. So, Saturday night, UFC 263. First and foremost, let's start here. We did call, which we're very proud of our last UFC 263 video.
Yeah.
Cleared over 1.1 thousand views, so we're very happy about that. Mm-hmm. We did pick bets on there. We both picked I think we both picked our straight bet was Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah.
Just straight, both of us. I think we went with that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if we both did, but
no,
we definitely did parlay.
parlays.
Yeah, and you were like, yeah, I'm going to do the same parlay.
Yeah.
And we did Bilal Muhammad and Israel Adesanya, and that hit as well. So for our biggest UFC views, we hit our bets, which is nice.
Yeah, for those that have been checking out, we've been hitting a lot of our bets.
Yeah.
I know I personally hit like last 3 or 4 cards in a row.
And what I'm guessing now is we're going to start a nice run too.
Yeah.
We're getting more views. Let's start hitting a nice run. So we went 2 for 2, hit our parlay, hit our straight bet, which we're going to do for every card. But on top of that, not only did we hit that, I also did Adesanya, Bilal Muhammad, and I threw in Movsar Evloev at minus 260. So I had a 3-teamer with the Clippers money line. So I cashed in on a nice 4-teamer. I did put my money where my mouth is, put 40 on Nate Diaz, plus 350. He did end up losing. But he even said after, he's like, this is a real life. I won that shit. Because he had knocked him out. He basically almost knocked out him in the 5th round.
Yeah.
And Nate's thing is like, a real fight, we go forever. But, it's a game and you got to win in 5 rounds. But bro, like John Anik even said, he had everyone by their balls for the final minute of that fight, bro. He hit Leon Edwards with that straight, bro, and Leon's eyes were crumbled, and he just started circling him. But that was typical Nate fashion. Gets his ass up for 4 rounds and somehow finds a way to try to knock him out in the 5th. Bro, when I saw that, bro, if Nate would have finished it, that crowd was going crazy.
Yeah, still were.
Did you end up seeing the highlight?
I watched everything, yeah. I was able to go back and watch it all.
Bro.
Yeah.
It was so epic, but... The only other take would be, I guess, Brandon Moreno winning, which I kept saying to Alec low-key. I was like, yo, Figueiredo's weight cut. The odds dropped from, I told him the day of, the odds dropped from like plus 210 down to plus 165 or plus 195, whatever. By the time it got there on DraftKings, it was plus 165. I really felt that was going to happen. Moreno, he felt more present.
Poised.
Figueiredo weight cut was bad. Like I said, he made the weight with like a couple minutes left. Bad weight cut. Moreno looked poised. He had the Mexican fans in Phoenix really rooting for him. Dana at the press conference was like, Moreno, if you win this, we're going to blow you up in Mexico, because he's the first born in Mexico UFC champion. So there was like Cain Velasquez, who was a champ, but he was born in the United States.
Okay.
So in UFC, that's UFC's business. If they hit, like if Vettori would have won in Italy, they would have sent him to Italy to do a press run.
Right.
Brandon Moreno wins, they're going to send him to Mexico and do a press run. So anytime they get that, they're going to run with it. So shout out to Brandon Moreno. He trains jiu-jitsu with me sometimes. Doesn't roll with me because I'm too big, but you know what I'm saying. But he does come over to Cabrini and train some jiu-jitsu, so that's what's up.
Yeah. Were you shocked by any of the fights? Did any fights surprise you other than the Craig fight?
I mean, that was fun. The Paul Craig fight. And again, I
guess he didn't break his arm.
No, he didn't break his arm. Man,
it was dislocated. Yeah.
And I sensed that too. That was one too that I was like, again, Jamal Hill doesn't have any jiu-jitsu. If he gets into a jiu-jitsu fight, that wasn't super surprising to me.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Paul
surprised
Craig's
he didn't break his arm though.
Yeah. I mean,
that shit
snapped.
Yeah.
That was bad.
It was
He
off.
was pulling guard, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was legit. I love when dudes do that. People like in MMA, you can't pull guard. No, these guys just don't have good guards. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You got to have a high level guard, especially in a fist fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hard to submit people in regular jiu-jitsu with a good guard, let alone if you can throw fists. But
yeah. I feel like the thing is, like, things are more open when they are throwing punches.
No, they are.
Though, you know,
but
like
again,
obviously
they're
you get
open, but you get punched in the face.
Right.
Yeah. So you got to be careful.
There's higher consequences.
Yeah.
But
I always thought that if you have a good guard, you can pull guard, and he did that.
Yeah.
He literally pulled guard backwards. That shit was legit.
yeah.
But
Vinny does have an amazing guard.
Yeah,
you do have a very top level guard.
And yeah,
we'll get into that.
But we'll get into that'll be Monday. So we're still at Saturday. So Saturday, and then Adesanya looked good against Vettori. Vettori, bro, you know, talked all this game like he's gonna do this, and he tried to take him down. Adesanya, bro's wrestling defense was very good. I was impressed. He got him down like once or twice, but was able to get back up. And after a couple of times, Vettori just. I mean,
and he was butchering his lead leg too. Yeah.
And Adesanya said he saw his soul leave his body, and it was kind of that kind of feel watching it. It just like he just was flat. He couldn't get off, and Rafael Cordero, his head coach, was like yelling at him in the corner, like, "You have to explode. You have to go. You're letting him basically win a sparring match because Adesanya was just keeping him on the outside.
He's just a better athlete,
quicker. And again, Vettori was trying to get those takedowns and just couldn't. Yeah. You know? So shout out to Adesanya. He caught out Whitaker, so they're gonna set that fight up again. So that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be a fun fight.
That'll be fun again. Yeah. I mean, he did it once, and I think Whitaker will make some changes. I'm excited for that fight. We'll have to see what those odds are when they get closer.
Yeah.
I bet I can get back right now 185, like plus 145 or something. Maybe more, but we'll see. Adesanya will be favored. Yeah. And then, so Sunday we went to open mat. Yeah. That was fun. I got like 10, 11 rounds in, bro.
I know.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Alex getting better at no-gi. I feel bad, like, going rough on him. He had hurt his shoulder. I can't really sub him right now.
That's hilarious.
I'm going to have to start using a little bit more force.
You know I'm feeling better.
No, you're feeling good. You are feeling good. I feel a little bad. Like, I don't want to be the one who hurts you, but I'm going to have to be a little more forceful to sub you. I haven't subbed you the last couple of times.
No, you subbed me last time.
Did I?
You subbed me like 3 times last time.
Yesterday I did it.
Not yesterday.
The last
time you subbed me a few times. Yeah.
But anyway, shout out to you for that. So that was yesterday. 10,
Marcelo
11 rounds.
came out with us.
Yeah, Marcelo came out with a Jaden's friend, which is really fun. I liked Marcelo. He was cool.
Yeah, he was cool.
And
he had a lot of fight, dude.
A lot of fight. Yeah, that's what I say. You can't teach fight, and you can't teach base, and he had both. So I want him to train, and we'll keep in touch. I guess to add on to that, we'll say that's all we got really for Sunday anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, so in this process, by the way, the last week I've been trying to sign up for IBJJF, and it's like you're signing up to go fucking train in the CIA or some shit. But anyway, long story short, I wake up today and my shit was cleared.
What is that? What is IBJJF?
IBJJF is the big jiu-jitsu federation, International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation. So that's like where nationals, Pan Ams, Worlds, all the big ones. Mm-hmm. Las Vegas Open where I got third, but But they just it's harder as a brown or black belt because you have to do belt records. You gotta have the head professor sign it, who is Charles Maciel, who's the head Cabrinha trainer in LA. So we had to send the paper over to him. He signed it. Anyway, long story short, I put it in on Thursday. Usually it only takes like 24 hours.
Yeah.
But they had this weekend the Boise Open and they had an Atlanta Open. So I think they were busy all weekend. And then today I woke up and finally it was cleared. So I paid the $40 for a membership. Then I paid the $131 for nationals. I dropped $171 just to fight.
So when is that?
10 days. 11 days.
Oh.
The 24th through the 24th through the 26th. The schedule will come out a couple of days before. We'll know exactly which day.
Yeah, I'm excited now because I've always gone to all your competitions, but now that I've been training, I know a little bit more. And
this is a good one.
I'm excited for me to start competing too.
There's 3 people in the division right now. There was 3. Someone must have moved. Because when I was looking a couple of days, I would have been the 4th, but now it's back to 3.
Yeah.
I did brown belt, super heavy, which is 208 to 222. Masters 1, so I'm excited for that. So
what's Masters, the age thing again?
Masters 1 is 30 to 35.
30 to 35? Okay.
And then obviously Masters 2, 36 to 40, and so on. They go up to like Masters 7, I believe. So we can train, we can do jiu-jitsu tournaments my whole life. So that's what I plan.
We're going to be recording that.
Yeah. So that's in 2 weeks. So we'll have one more podcast before that. So we'll have one more podcast next week. We'll talk about that a little bit more because we get close. And then we're at so Monday. That was it.
Real quick, are you going to train differently because the thing's in 10 days?
I've been training hard the last couple weeks thinking about it already.
What are you going to do?
That's why I got 10, 11
it,
rounds. I mean, I'm going to Palm Springs today, which it's 118 there.
Woo!
So I'm going to be in the fucking grinder. And I go back to my school, and they always like to go hard because I haven't been there in a while. And so hopefully get some good bodies. I just just texted Anthony this morning. He just said sounds good. He just texted me. So I told him I'm going to be there tomorrow morning.
You're there for 3 days?
That's why I took 10, 11 rounds yesterday because I knew I wouldn't train today.
Yeah.
And and by the way, that first round with the blue belt in my back, bro, I got that knot in my back. And that was the first round when you guys got there. And it shit was hurting me. It's been tight all day, but usually it goes away after a day. But anyway, took 10, 11 rounds a day. I'm driving to Palm Springs. That's a little work in itself. So, and then tomorrow I'll train definitely Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning. I'll just get as many rounds as I can both days.
Yeah.
And I just texted Anthony before, and he just texted me.
You come back Wednesday?
No, Thursday.
Thursday?
Cause I got to coach soccer Thursday night.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had that first soccer. We should have started Thursday.
Yeah.
But Thursday, I coached my first soccer game. My son had his first soccer game. Alec came.
First time Hendrik's been in a sport.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, dude. Time's flying.
And then, hold on, I'm just finding out now that we're talking about this. We'll just get this 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Trying to find out what time class is on Tuesday morning. But yeah, that was fun. Jiu-jitsu. The funny thing, our team probably won like 7-1, even though we're not supposed to keep score.
Yeah,
but
that shit was hilarious.
The worst part was they give you this medal at the end. You can only give it to one kid. I had this one little kid who was crying the whole time, so I just felt bad. So I just gave him the medal. This one little girl, Nevaeh, started bawling. My son started bawling in the car. It was a disaster.
Oh, really?
It was a disaster.
I thought Hendrix took it well, but
he took it well until he got in the car.
You know, and the parents were pissed. The little girl that did really well, the tall girl who balled on your team, her parents were pissed that she didn't get it.
Well, they got to go play somewhere.
I'm happy I'm not in that situation.
I'm going to have to go. Bro. I told Sharday, go on Amazon. I need fucking $60 fucking medals. I'm going to have to pass them out to everybody, or I'm pocketing that shit.
Damn.
So, all right, that's it. So let's do. Where are we at? Should we get into? Oh no. Sorry. Let's do current. So let's do UFC this weekend. There is a UFC on ESPN 25. Yeah. It's headlined by Korean Zombie Chan Jung-sung, I believe is the right name, but yeah, Chan Jung-sung. Yeah. 16-6 taking on Dan Ige. This is a big fight at 145. Mm-hmm. It's -110, -110. Right. Dan Ige's been on a nice little run. Korean Zombie's been a mainstay in this division for a while. Right. I mean, he is coming off the Ortega loss, but that's why literally Ortega beat Korean Zombie and shot him up to a title shot. Mm-hmm. So Korean Zombie's kind of in that mark. Korean Zombie did knock out Frankie Edgar. So Korean Zombie's kind of like that mainstay. If you can beat him, you're in line. Ige, click on Ige. What was his last fight that was pretty big? Let's see.
Calvin Kattar.
He lost. He beat Edson Barbosa.
Yeah.
Lost to Cater and then knocked out Gavin Tucker. So and now Korean Zombie. And click on Korean Zombie. Korean Zombie's last fight was the Ortega. So he hasn't fought since the Ortega fight. Wow. So he's gonna need a win. But that was coming off. He beat. That's Hanato Makoino. Carnero beat Hanato Makoino, who's a savage. Lost to Yair. He's fought Aldo. Look at him. He beat Poirier back in the day. See that?
Yeah.
That was 2012 when Poirier was still at 145. But hey, a win's a win. Lost to Aldo. Beat Bermudez. Yair. So he's fought. Go down real quick. Since Ortega in 2020 So the last one was 2019. So he's fought once basically in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Versus Ortega. That's the main event. The only other couple fights that I thought were worthy, Cheeto Vera's on the card, who's a really popular fighter right now. That's the one who kind of stole the shine from Sean O'Malley, the fourth one, Marlon Vera. Cheeto Vera, he beat Sugar Sean O'Malley. Then they gave him Jose Aldo, and then Jose Aldo beat Cheeto Vera. So Aldo, they still give Aldo these guys. Aldo wins some, loses some, but so he hasn't fought since the loss to Aldo. I always like him. And Davey Grant's a solid fighter.
Matt Brown
from Cincinnati is fighting Diego Lima, which is a great fight. The odds I saw on that, Diego Lima minus 163, Matt Brown plus 120. Is that still correct?
Plus 150.
Okay.
Minus 170.
Plus 150, minus 170, pretty close. And real quick, just to go backwards, Marlon Vera's minus 235, Davey Grant's plus 195. And then the only other one, I was looking for bet sakes, I like Tim Means, the Dirty Bird, minus 200 versus Danny Roberts. I think Danny Roberts is a black guy from the UK. He stands up and bangs. That should be a really good, from the UK, England. That will be a really fun fight because Tim Means like the box. Danny Roberts a stand-up dude. So that'll be a fun fight. Let's just go up and we can just pick winners.
Okay. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's do Diego Lima versus Matt Brown.
Okay. I have Diego Lima by second round knockout.
Diego Lima just by being younger and Matt Brown's a little washed up and old.
Yeah.
I love Matt Brown.
I do too.
And I'm going to go Matt Brown by decision.
Really?
That's how I feel. The only reason I'm taking
it, but like, we gotta be like, we can't go by heart.
No, it's plus 150. It's close.
Yeah.
I think because Matt Brown can maybe take him down.
How old is Matt Brown?
Look, he's close to 40.
He's old.
40.
Coming off 2 losses.
Yeah, that's not a good set. 22 and 18.
Yeah.
I'll take that back. I got Diego Lima by first round knockout.
Okay.
I forgot. We got to be serious. We got to be
serious.
Something like with my heart too much, but we got to call these ones right.
Yeah.
We're actually going to try to get this one out today. UFC on ESPN 25 predictions and bets and just see how it does.
Okay.
Since our UFC ones are trending well.
Yeah.
And we got to just emphasize on getting little videos out of the pod.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do Danny Roberts for Tim Means. Tim Means minus 200. Danny Roberts plus 170. What you think?
You know, it's hard because Danny Roberts hasn't fought really any big names, you know. So he has to prove himself before I can really go with him. So I'm going to go with Tim Means at that minus 200.
By?
Decision.
I got Tim Means by decision as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to do bets of the week. He will be in one of my bets.
Okay.
He will be in one of my parlays.
Next one?
Next one. Let's do Davey Grant versus Marlon Cheeto Vera. Marlon Cheeto Vera is minus 235. Mm-hmm. Davey Grant is plus 195.
Yeah. I'm going to go Cheeto Vera by submission. Second round submission.
Second round. All right. I'm going to do – it's a good fight, a really good fight.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go – again, I think I'm going to go Cheeto Vera as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Cheeto Vera by decision.
Okay.
And then let's go to the main event. So main event's a great fight. Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Jung. Again, it's minus
this one's hard.
Minus 110. Dan Ige, minus 110.
Yeah.
First off, Dan Ige trains in Vegas. Trains in Extreme Couture. He's a Vegas guy. He's been soaring. And again, that Calvin Kattar fight that he lost was an incredible fight. Mm-hmm. So, and then Korean Zombie's coming off an Ortega loss. And again, we know Brian Ortega's on the Ultimate Fighter right now, about to fight Volkanovski for the title. You go first with who you got.
The thing is with these guys, like once they lose big fights and then they like change from like competing for a championship fight and then they're more of like a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of those guys lose motivation. I don't know if Korean Zombie is one of those
Korean
guys.
Zombie's age. Good thing the international guys don't usually have those
34.
same trends. 34, that's a good sign. What's Ige's age? He's young. Ige is 29. Extreme Couture 15-3. I know who I'm picking.
Yeah. This one's hard for me, but that is like my thought process is like I don't know if he's going to have the same motivation, but I'm still going to go with Korean Zombie.
You go Korean Zombie?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Korean Zombie by decision.
5-rounder. All right. So mine, this is a good one. It's really close. I went back and forth.
Yeah.
But something's telling me I got Danny Ige.
Really?
And I'm going Danny Ige by 3rd round TKO.
All right, cool.
I think he clips him.
Wow.
Yep. And then should we save it for bets of the week or do a bets right now?
Let's do it.
Okay. So I'm gonna probably place this bet. I'm gonna go. Tim Means and I'm gonna go Dan Ige 2-team parlay. So Tim Means is what, minus 200?
Minus 200, yeah.
And Dan Ige minus 110.
Really? So but you're not that confident with that fight though, right?
But there's value there, and yeah.
That one's so sketchy to
It's
me.
close.
Let's try to keep this record.
I want to win this. This is a good one.
Yeah, you
gotta
like
put
that?
balls out on the table.
Okay,
Yeah.
you want that?
I'm going Tim Meads and I'm going Danny Ige, 2-team parlay.
Okay. My bet of the week is Diego Lima straight up at minus 170 against Matt Brown. I just feel like it's a lock.
Okay. Are you doing a parlay or just Diego Lima?
I'm going to just go straight Diego Lima.
Right.
If anything, I would do Diego Lima and Tim Means, if anything, that I feel more comfortable with. But I feel like the safest bet is just Diego Lima against old
straight.
Matt Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. You're going Diego Lima straight. I'm going Tim Means, Danny Ige, 2-team parlay. I'm for sure betting that. So
Okay,
let's
cool.
go. That's our UFC on ESPN 25 predictions and bets. That's June 19th, this Saturday. Mm-hmm. Like it says, UFC on ESPN. All right.
Cool.
So where are we at time-wise?
We are at 30 minutes.
Okay, before we do 264, let's do NBA. I just want to do current stuff.
Okay.
Since 264 is a while away, and then we just cut that at the end.
Cool.
So let's just do some NBA stuff. I think ecstatic is the word that I'm looking for. So the Phoenix Suns yesterday just swept the Denver Nuggets 4-0. I mean, people who I listen to podcasts, Bill Simmons, Zach Lowe, I believe, on ESPN, they both picked the Nuggets to win that series.
Wow.
Literally, like Nikola Jokic, the best guy in the series. And I did think it was going to be close. I had thoughts before the series, like maybe put some of the Nuggets just because Jokic was balling. But the players that balled against Blazers didn't ball in this series.
Yeah.
And Suns look incredible. They are playing with just this team chemistry that looks like a championship team chemistry. Not only that, and I want to tell you this. I mean, first round, they 4-2 beat the Lakers, knock off LeBron, and a banged-up Anthony Davis. But whatever, to knock off LeBron. If LeBron would have been hurt, it would have been different. I know people like Anthony Davis hurt, which is big, but at least LeBron was still there. You know, to knock off LeBron is going to give a team a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Then you go in the second round. Nuggets have the MVP Nikola Jokic, 4-0 sweep them. So beat LeBron, 4-0 swept the MVP. Chris Paul dropped 37 points.
Shout out to Chris Paul.
Shout out to Chris Paul.
Shout out CP3.
37 points, 7 assists, bro.
Such a stud.
Last game, I don't know exactly what the last game was. Last game was like 21 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. One game before that, 19 points, 15 assists.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris
Just
Paul.
balling.
So they beat LeBron and the Lakers, beat MVP Nikola Jokic, have the best team chemistry right now, have Chris Paul leading the troops, have a guy leading the troops as a star in Chris Paul who hasn't won a championship, which is big because that makes that hunger to win the championship. Signs are pointing to the Suns, and I just pulled these up before at Red Rock right now, bro. So Kyrie Irving went down.
Yeah.
Nets are at plus 225, still the favorite, but the second highest right now, Nets are plus 225, Suns plus 275.
Wow.
Yep.
I thought you were crazy.
Yep.
First off, I don't even think we said why you're cheering for the Suns so heavily.
Well,
I know we said in the past, but let's, you know.
So I got $100 on Suns at 22-1
Yeah.
to win the championship. They're at plus 275, which is like less than 3-1 right now.
Right.
So, and honestly, like I said, just from looking at basketball, I've been watching for 25 years now, they look like they have that thing, that team chemistry. Even if Nets were healthy, I still think they're beating the Nets in the championship right now. But the Nets aren't
even
healthy.
Mid-season, beginning of the year, it just seemed like
No, that
Lakers
seemed like
and
the
Nets
hardest
lock.
one.
Yeah.
So we said I had Suns, Clippers, Bucks, but like 3 months ago we would have thought Bucks and Clippers have a better shot than the Suns.
Yeah. Even so, like no team really looked like they had a shot in the beginning of the season compared to the Lakers than the Nets.
Right.
You know?
So
now,
Harden's out with a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
Kyrie goes down, and now I just looked at the series odds for that. Bucks are minus 140. Nets are plus 120 to win that series.
wow.
Yeah, so Bucks are minus 140 to win the series. Here's what right now. This is the odds to win the championship. Nets 225, Suns plus 275, Jazz plus 350, Bucks plus 500, Sixers plus 600.
Wait, how is that possible? If the Bucks are favored to win the series, how would the Nets still be favored to win?
They're covering their ass. Just in case people come to put money on the Nets.
Yeah.
So let me just make sure this is right. I'm looking at the pro basketball.
You know what I mean? Because that's
I
like
know.
contradictory.
It's covering their ass. Yeah, Bucks are minus 150 to win the series, Nets plus 130.
Huh? But they're still favored to win the whole thing.
It's
That's
just
weird.
it's a you know, some of the books that cover their ass on certain bets.
Yeah.
They can't like put up to plus 500 and then a bunch of people put in the Nets. And also I think it's not 100% sure if Kyrie's playing or not, but I saw that ankle. That's one of those bad ones, bro. He fell on Giannis's ankle, bro, and ankle went sideways. So, yeah. Anyway, but and also so go Suns. Suns are now waiting for the winner of Clippers Jazz, which again, if I could get Clippers in there, I'd have Clippers and Suns. Yeah. And Clippers did the same thing they did last year. Went down 2-0 to the Mavs, came back and won 4-3, went down 2-0 to the Jazz. Now 2-1 Clippers. They play tonight. That's what I'm going to get in town. I want to get to Palm Springs for to watch out tonight. 7 o'clock. Utah's up 2-1. Game 4 in LA tonight. LA is favored by 5. So hopefully LA can tie it up 2-2 tonight. And then we kind of already briefed on this, but now with Kyrie going out and Bucks at minus 140, it's 2-2 in that series. If Kyrie's not coming back and Harden's out, Bucks should win the next 2.
Yeah.
Durant would have to go fucking bonkers, and I just don't see it happening by itself. They have no one else without those other 2 guys.
Yeah.
So, we could literally have 3 of the 4 Final Four, bro. And I only put on 3 futures, bro. My run's starting to get pretty ridiculous, bro. Yeah. But we'll talk about that for a later date. And the only other series is the Philadelphia 76ers, Atlanta Hawks. That one right now, Sixers 2-1. And I looked at series odds of that. Sixers are up to like minus 400 on that now after Atlanta won game 1 too. So I think Atlanta could win game 4 and make it a series. But I don't know. Philly just is just bigger and more forceful. But yeah, that's all I got. Let's go Phoenix Suns. Let's go Clippers. And let's go Milwaukee Bucks.
Cool.
All right. So
should we get into it now?
264, yeah.
Yeah.
So all right, this is going to be our new theme. Anytime the pay-per-view's done, we're going to get into the next one. So this is our UFC 264 predictions and bets. You want to go over the 5 fights or just start from the lowest fight and go up? Or should we tell them first, or what should we do?
Yeah, let's start from bottom to the top.
Okay,
let's just break them down.
Bunch of good fights. First off, this is UFC 264, headlined by Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor, the trilogy. It's tied 1-1. McGregor has a knockout over Poirier. Poirier has a knockout over McGregor. So it's a stacked card. We're gonna start. Well, first off, we're not even going to go over some of these ones, but let's just say some of the other guys who are on the card.
Yeah. Well, first off, July 10th, and it's in the city.
Yep.
It's in
July
Vegas.
July 10th, T-Mobile Arena, sold out.
Yeah.
We have... We'll start from bottom up. We got Tai Tuivasa versus Greg Hardy, which is a savage heavyweight fight.
This card is stacked. From bottom to top. It's crazy.
UFC.com has it as a co-main, but I'm sure it has number 4, so I don't know. UFC.com, you would think, knows what they're talking about, but... So anyway, Tai Tuivasa versus Greg Hardy.
Let's check the odds for all this.
Okay. We don't have them yet.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
We only have those top 2. So we'll still pick winners, though.
Yeah.
And I'll give you what I think it's going to be, too. And then we'll do also we're going to talk about that one. We're going to pick a winner on that one. But the other ones that we're not going to pick a winner on, but we're interested in. Yeah. Ryan Hall makes his comeback. Not even comeback. I think people didn't want to fight him.
People were just ducking him.
Yeah, because he has crazy jiu-jitsu. He has his own
leg locking everybody.
Yeah, he has his own gym called 50-50. I think it's in Washington, D.C. I could be wrong, but
his school's called 50-50? That's hilarious.
Washington, D.C. Ryan Hall takes on Ili Topuria, who's 10-0. So that's an interesting fight. Yeah. I don't know much about him, but anytime I see 10-0,
7 of his wins are by submission too. So he obviously,
Topuria, wow. So that'll be a fun. And Ryan Hall is good stand-up too, so that'll be good. I know people are interested in the Jennifer Maia versus Jessica Ai fight. I can't ever. Jessica Ai makes me cringe every time I watch her, but shout out to you. We got Carlos Condit versus Max Griffin. That's a tough fight because Max Griffin's an athletic savage. He is a little older though. Max Griffin is like 34, and Condit's got to be like 36, 37 now.
That's it?
Yeah, Condit.
Let's check that.
Because he was a younger guy coming up. Yeah, 37.
Oh, 37.
So he still got 1 or
32
2.
and 13. That's a lot of wars.
That's but wait, coming to 2 wins in a row though. Now they were against Court McGee and Matt Brown after losing 5 in a row. But Carlos Condit 2-fight winning streak. Let's go.
Right.
The natural born killer. And then a fight that's going to be fireworks. Michael Pereira versus Nico Price. That is going to be a barn burner. Those dudes come to fight every time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the ones that we are going to talk about. So, let's do Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Luis Smolka because I know how they do. I feel like Sean O'Malley was on Connor's last card. I could be wrong. But they have him opening up Connor's cards every time because they want him to be a star.
Yeah.
So Sugar Sean O'Malley is fighting Luis Smolka. So the problem with this fight is they keep giving Sean O'Malley either older guys who were good, like click on Sean O'Malley real quick. I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name. So Eddie Wineland, who was old. Thomas Almeida isn't old but hasn't fought much, and they're smaller guys. Luis Smolka was a top guy at 125.
Yeah.
He went up to 135, go down. He's had some success. Well, I guess he lost one and won one, but at least he's coming off a win. He's actually coming off a win of a guy Sugar Sean O'Malley beat. They both beat Jose Quinones, who isn't very good. So But Luis is a savage. He is 29, but he's a small 135er. Yeah. I already can see this one. Like, it's going to be Sean O'Malley minus 350.
Yeah, they're really trying to push him.
Yeah.
They're going to keep
O'Malley's
going to
be minus 350. Fights. Let's go how he wins. Because we're both taking Sean O'Malley, correct?
Sean O'Malley by knockout, first or second round.
Pick one.
I'll go second round.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got second round knockout. Luis Smolka will try to play this smart, but he's going to be too small. I got Sugar Sean O'Malley, first round knockout.
Okay.
Next fight, let's do Sean Brady versus Kevin Lee. I can't wait for this fight. First, I'll click on Sean Brady. Sean Brady is 14-0. Can't beat 14-0.
Yeah.
Beat Jake Matthews, who's a savage. He's a tough, athletic dude. Submission arm triangle to him. He has really good jits. He's a black belt. He guillotined Christian Aguilera. Beat Ishmael. Beat Court McGee. So he's 4-0 in the UFC, which is good, and 14-0 overall, which is pretty sad. I wish there was odds for this.
Yeah.
Now, and this fight is at 170. Kevin Lee fought at 155 and 170, but I think now that he's been out for a while. First of all, 155 was always a big cut for Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
But now he's been out for almost a year and a half, 2 years now. Click on Kevin Lee. When was the last fight? Against the champ, Charles Oliveira, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was his last fight. March 14th, 2020. So this will be almost a year and a half since he fought. Coming off the head kick to Gregor Gillespie, and then he got submitted by Charles Oliveira.
All his losses are against savages.
He's fought everybody. He has good wins.
Tony Ferguson in 2017, so that's a legit
beat
Ferguson. Michael
Chiesa, who's a top 170 right now. He finished Edson Barboza. Finished Gregor Gillespie, who just got a win. I did train with Kevin Lee a little bit at Drysdale, so I am kind of a fan. And I don't want to pick with my heart on this one, but I'm going to go Kevin Lee by decision.
Really? Yeah, I'm going to go Sean Brady. I'm going to go by TKO.
Ooh.
Third round.
I wish we had odds for this one. I really wish. I want to know.
What do you think it's going to be?
I want to say
it's
no, Kevin Lee probably minus 145. Brady plus 125.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah?
Kevin Lee minus 145. Brady plus 125. We'll check back on Brady. But Sean Brady definitely has the more active. I mean, he's been more active. He's undefeated. But yeah, I got Kevin Lee by decision.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the heavyweights. Tai Tayavusa versus Greg Hardy.
I can't wait for
this.
This
is going to be Tai Tayavusa minus 250.
Fight.
It has to be. And Greg Hardy plus 200.
Did he lose his last fight?
No, he won.
Oh, he won.
He's picked up
won
2
in a row.
Remember, he lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
But then he said he got his shit together, and he got 2 TKOs in a row against Stefan Struve, who just retired, and Harry Hunsucker, who I've never heard of. Yeah. But 2 wins.
You and I both were loving him when he was on that fat win streak in the beginning.
Drinking the beer out of the shoe.
Yeah, right. Such a savage. This is a savage fight. I can't wait
Greg
for
Hardy.
this. Someone's going to sleep.
Did Greg Hardy lose his last fight or win it? Let me see. Lost to Tybura. Okay.
But he's just a big dude with knockout power. I mean,
played for the Carolina Panthers. He was an NFL athlete, athleticism.
Right.
He was the one who got kicked out of the league for beating too many women. But shout out to you, Greg Hardy. Tai Tayavusa, Greg Hardy. What you got? I
have Tai Tayavusa by knockout, second round.
Okay, I like that.
Second round, yeah.
And I'm gonna go. They're gonna get. This one's gonna get.
It's gonna be a banger.
This is gonna be a banger. I got Tai Tayavusa first round knockout.
This is gonna be a very fun fight, though. I can't wait for that.
Now let's go to the top 2 fights, which are incredible.
Wait, do you want to skip over the Ryan Hall fight?
We talked about it. I mean, I don't want to pick a winner just because.
Oh well, I'm going Ryan Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
By
I don't
submission.
know enough about Ilia Topuria, and he's 10-0. I'd hate to.
Ryan Hall is just such a savage. Just based on that.
Yeah. Has Topuria fought anyone in the UFC?
Let's see.
Damon Jackson and Yusuf Zalal. He has 2-0 in the UFC. Not bad. What's his age? 24?
24. He's young. Yeah. I think he's just going to be outmatched.
7 submissions?
7 submissions.
He might be a little bit more athletic. Go to Ryan Hall real quick. What's Ryan Hall's age right now?
36.
Ooh.
But, I mean, the highest level of jiu-jitsu.
So you're picking Ryan Hall?
Yeah. By submission.
I don't know enough about Ilia Topuria, but for some reason I want to go Ilia Topuria, even I love Ryan Hall.
That's so disrespectful.
All right, but let's go. I got Ryan Hall by heel hook. All right, let's go into the 2 big fights. Okay. I mean, like I said, UFC. Go to Google real quick, just to make me feel better. Click UFC 264 on Google. Okay, they switched it. So Tai Tayavusa is Greg Hardy. So the co-main event is Gilbert Burns, Stephen Thompson, which it should be. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so the co-main event, which is an incredible fight.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a title eliminator. It puts you right there. At 170, Gilbert Burns is going to take on Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Right now, 170, we know for sure. Obviously, Usman's the champ. People thought maybe if Leon starched Nate Diaz on Saturday, maybe he would get the title shot. But Dana is persistent that Colby Covington's getting the next title shot.
Yeah.
So Colby Usman, I think. Well, first off, I don't know I think if Gilbert Burns wins, I'm not sure. I think if Stephen Thompson wins this fight, he's getting a title shot just because he hasn't fought Usman yet. Usman already fought Burns. Usman already fought Masvidal twice. This is gonna be a second fight in Covington, so it would be new blood.
Yeah.
And also Leon Edwards would be the only other one sitting there. Now he could wait, or they might do the Masvidal Leon Edwards fight just because Masvidal. Remember they had the little skirmish where Masvidal punched Leon Edwards in the back, so they could always set that fight up. But we'll see. That being the case, Stephen Thompson, Gilbert Burns, who you got?
I mean, the biggest thing in this fight is if Stephen Thompson can keep the distance.
Click on Stephen Thompson.
I feel like Gilbert's just going to be a little bit too scrappy and be able to get in the pocket, you know.
Those are two good wins. Vicente Luque is the guy, remember, who just fought Tyron Woodley when Woodley came out guns blazing. Luque got in a firefight with him, ended up submitting him. And Jeff Neal's a real athletic black dude. He went all 5 rounds with. Yeah. And he was missing. I was impressed with that Jeff Neal fight. I bet Jeff Neal in that fight, I remember. And being like, why did I do this?
Yeah. I mean, I could see Stephen Thompson taking it to decision, but I have Gilbert Burns by knockout.
And again, Stephen Thompson is 38.
Yeah, he's old, but he doesn't take damage
No,
just based on his fight style. You know, he's
time.
amazing at creating the distance.
Yeah.
I feel like he loses to these real athletic guys that are able to get in the pocket.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's how he lost to Woodley a little bit, but Jeff Neal's very athletic. Vicente Luque is very athletic. But so you're going Gilbert Burns by what?
I think Gilbert Burns is gonna come off hungry off the loss. I think he's still motivated.
He hasn't fought since Usman, correct?
Yeah.
So you're going.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he hasn't fought for sure. Yeah. Usman. And that was after some good wins. So you're going.
There's some big wins.
Yeah.
I'm going Gilbert Burns by knockout.
And he's 34 too. You're going Gilbert Burns by knockout.
Yeah.
Wow. Now Gilbert Burns is high level jiu-jitsu, high level black belt. I've also trained with. He used to come over to Dry Sales.
What do you think the odds are? Are there odds?
No, this one's odds. It's pick'em. Right now on Bet5, it's Stephen Thompson minus 130, Gilbert Burns plus 110. On William Hill, it's minus 115, minus 105.
Yeah,
basically a pick'em.
So it's a pick'em.
I'm going Stephen Thompson by decision.
Yeah,
I think so. Now here's the thing. What I was gonna say with the jiu-jitsu thing, real quick. I think if Gilbert's smart, he'll try to take Stephen Thompson down and get him on his back and use some jit. That would be smart. Gilbert's a high level black belt.
Right.
Like that would be smart. I don't know if you want to stand with Stephen Thompson. He's hard to hit. That's what Stephen Thompson wants. So, but I'm going Stephen Thompson by decision, and I would like to see Stephen Thompson win this fight. Yeah, I would love to see him finish him. Honestly, I'd like to see Stephen Thompson versus Kamaru Usman. That'd be fun to me. For some reason, I want Stephen Thompson to get that
over
shot.
Leon Edwards. Like you'd rather see that fight?
I think Stephen Thompson might have a better shot than Leon Edwards. Again, Usman already beat Leon Edwards.
Yeah, I know.
Until the 15th. So I just
but it's a new
blood.
Leon Edwards,
it is.
though. You know,
it's a new Usman as well, though.
Yeah,
but again,
I see what you mean.
We'll see. I think if Stephen Thompson came out and
you kind of convinced me.
Head kick Gilbert Burns and knocked him out, they'd give it to him.
Yeah.
But I'm going Stephen Thompson by decision.
Okay.
Final answer?
It's a hard one. I really don't know. I could see it going either way, to be honest. I definitely would not bet this fight, to be honest. It's too close for me. I'm still going to go Gilbert Burns. Huh?
Closer than this main event?
Nah. I wouldn't bet either of these fights.
Well, you got to pick this one right here.
All right, I'm going to go Gilbert Burns. I'm going to switch it to by submission.
Submission? Okay.
In the third round.
All right, so I got Stephen Thompson by decision. He's going with Burns by decision. All right, into the main event.
God, that's a hard fight.
This fight will probably be the biggest fight of the year. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier, the trilogy. They put Poirier on the docket first, which is kind of funny. Poirier versus McGregor 3. When the promo came out during the UFC 263 on Saturday, she was incredible because it was cool. They showed McGregor from the start and showed some videos. Because he's such a big star now, I think people forget like when he was coming up. That shit was epic. I remember that. I was watching UFC heavy when all that whole come up. He was in the Lamborghini with Dana White coming up and didn't have shit then. Was happy about the $50,000 bonus and shit.
Right.
And just shows something pure. I think he's got such a big star. People forget that thing, but it was a pure, real come up. Yeah, maybe they gave him some easy fights to build up, but that's the business. That's what you do. They wanted all the fans in Ireland. Starched Dustin Poirier at 145. Now, obviously, Poirier came back in this rematch. Poirier knocked out Conor.
Before we get into who do we think is going to win, let's say McGregor loses. Does he retire or will he continue to fight?
He can get
I see a lot of people saying if he loses this, he's going to retire.
People are probably just McGregor haters at this point.
Yeah.
But he's still so young and, yeah.
I know. But it's like, what do you even, you know?
Big fights.
Yeah.
Just big fights, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He got Nate Diaz trilogy.
Right.
You know, they got him and Masvidal. There's a bunch of great. Him and Nick Diaz. There's silly fights he'll take.
I mean, we've said this a lot, but like we always quote that R.A. the Rugged Man quote. Like
you all turn pussy once you get that green.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that what's happened to Conor? Like, can you just not get the same motivation?
You can't like. You know, like people, you gotta still train with the people you started with and build some character. You can't just like go rent a house out in Portugal and you know you kind of miss the grit. You lose the grit.
Yeah.
Which I agree with. Now, I think a lot of last fight was the calf kicks were hurting Conor. You know, it's hard to stop those calf kicks. I don't think he was ready for it.
And ring rust is a real thing.
And ring rust is real. And his only fight before that was Cowboy Cerrone, and he finished him in like a couple minutes. So it's like he hasn't fought much.
It's an old cowboy, though. Yeah. But yeah.
It's an old cowboy, sure. Well, yeah, right.
And starched him in the first. Short. How quick was that? 20 seconds, 30 seconds?
Yeah. And they do. There was after this fight, there was highlights. I think even Conor even posted on Instagram where he was clipping Poirier with some shots. You know, he was hitting him in his face. Yeah. And Poirier just finally. Poirier was smart. I think put him up against the cage. You know, used some clinch work and ended up catching him.
There is another thing. I keep seeing, like, Conor hasn't been using leg kicks in his... I mean, first off, he did starch Cowboy pretty quickly. Yeah. But even in the Dustin fight, he's not using leg kicks like he used to. Just so we
have this time frame.
Yeah.
So, loss of Poirier, January... So, Cerrone, there it is. January 18, 2020 in 40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Before that was Khabib, October 6, 2018. That's what? We're in 2021... 2020, what is that, 2.5 years?
Yeah. So
2.5 years. So he basically has he has 2 fights in 2.5 years, and he got knocked out in the second round against Poirier. All right, and then also real quick before we pick our winners, they had that thing where Conor McGregor was supposed to give Poirier that $500,000 donation to his charity.
Yeah.
And then Poirier ended up putting him on blast on Twitter. McGregor obviously didn't like that.
Saying that he didn't pay?
They didn't pay, yeah. Conor ended up giving $500,000, not directly to the Good Fight Foundation. I think that's what Dustin Poirier's called. He gave it to the, I don't know exactly, but the Louisiana, like, YMCA. So he still gave it to the Louisiana, again, the company that that Poirier would have worked with, but he didn't go straight through Poirier. So it was kind of like a little shade,
yeah.
But at least he still put the $500,000 into Louisiana's youth, where Poirier would have helped anyway. So that being the case, the point was the point of me bringing it up was last fight. It was almost a little too kissy, nicey. So they were real friendly. I do think that is going to give some edge to this one at the press conference.
Is Conor going to come out and be like old Conor talking shit, or do you think he's going to keep on this humble path?
We'll see. I think there's going to be
What would you guess, though?
More shit talking because of that.
Yeah.
And more shit talking because he just got his ass beat.
Yeah.
You know, and this is for the trilogy. It's a big fight. Mm-hmm. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? I
mean, it's so I really like both of these fighters.
It's a great fight, and again, the odds literally minus 110, and it has stayed here for a couple months now. I've kept my eye on this one.
Yeah, it's just I love both guys so much. That's why I wouldn't be upset with either winner, but I am cheering for Conor. My heart wants Conor to come back and be like old Conor and come out and starch him. To be honest, that's what I'm kind of hoping for. So my heart says Conor McGregor first round knockout. But I'm not sure.
All right.
Sure.
You're going Conor McGregor first round knockout.
I think he comes back a little hungrier. I think he looks better. He's a little bit more sharp.
I love Dustin Poirier's grind.
He's such a good guy.
I love that he knocked out Conor last fight just to get that kind of weight off his shoulders. Mm-hmm. That being the case, I got Conor, the notorious McGregor, by second round knockout.
Okay. Damn.
And when this one gets closer, we'll put bets. Right now, though,
let's just do our bets, though.
Okay. My straight bet. Mm-hmm. I'm going with the only reason because we don't have all the odds. That's the only thing that sucks. But I'll use the ones we do.
Just for now.
My straight bet is Stephen Thompson straight up.
Wow, really? Okay. You really like that fight, huh?
And honestly, we don't know it yet, but my parlay is probably going to be Sugar Sean O'Malley and Stephen Thompson.
Okay. I'm going to do a 2-team parlay, and I'm going to go Ty Tavusa and where'd it go?
Ryan Hall, probably.
No, not Ryan Hall.
Ty Tavusa.
And Sean O'Malley.
Ty Tavusa, Sean O'Malley. 2-team parlay? Okay.
2-team parlay.
And I only did straight because I did parlay. I'm going to do Stephen Thompson and Sean O'Malley. I hope Sean O'Malley isn't like minus 450, which he might. Mm-hmm. He'll probably be at least minus 350, but.
Yeah.
I like Stephen Thompson and Sugar Sean O'Malley 2-team parlay. And I'm sure once the fight gets closer, I'll somehow end up putting Conor McGregor in a parlay. But for now, I'm going to do Stephen Thompson, Sean O'Malley. I mean, this will be our one that's up. So
yeah.
So my parlay will be Stephen Thompson, Sean O'Malley. Yeah, I'm going to ride with that. But I'm sure just like Nate. Well, not like Nate. Nate was plus 350. But I'll end up probably putting a straight bet on Conor McGregor as well. If not, end up throwing him in a parlay. But once I said, we're doing this. All the odds aren't out. I'm curious a couple of different odds.
What's your guess on the Tai Tavusa odds? You said
minus 250 probably.
Minus
so
220.
You're going like minus 250, minus 350.
That's not great, though. But, yeah, I feel like those are 2 locks.
Those 2 locks, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I did this weekend. I had minus 260, minus 220, minus 210.
I mean, if anything, if you want to get wild, throwing Max Griffin in there against the old Carlos Condit.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, if you want to get crazy, I'll go Sugar Sean O'Malley, Stephen Thompson, and Conor McGregor 3-team parlay.
Damn.
Yeah.
You don't like that
I might
Tavusa
even throw Kevin Lee in there in a 4-teamer.
Jesus Christ. You don't like the Tai Tavusa
Maybe, yeah, and maybe even Tai Tavusa. I got some bets for this one for sure.
Yeah.
Let's get a little closer.
All right, so let's lock it. So you're saying
my lock is Stephen Thompson, Sean O'Malley, 2-team parlay.
All right, yeah. And my lock is Tai Tavusa and Sean O'Malley. Yep. Cool.
All right, that's our UFC 264 predictions and bets. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier 3, July 10th in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena.
Fireworks.
Let's go. All right, where are we at?
We are at 55.
55, cool. So let's just end on. We'll get some of our.
Wait, no. Let's not go on. Well, we're gonna get into music, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we should talk about the rap battle coming up.
Okay. Well, first off, before we get to that, did you listen to the new Rory and Mal episode 1?
Yeah, I did.
So I don't have much of a take, even though I have been seeing people put new Rory and Mal episode 1 reviews, which if we do want to put out. But the only thing I'll say is this and it keeps bringing me back to it, is I just miss the 3 of them together, you know. It's just there was something to it. I liked Rory, you know. I liked Mal's takes with Joe, you know.
There is no comeback now, huh?
No. Now, that being the case, is I do like Rory and Mal. I like the podcast. You know, I've seen some people on YouTube trying to give us some hate, but I enjoyed it. You know, I liked the perspective. Yeah, it's really all I got. We'll see. They're saying that they're going to be doing more. I think they're going to be doing more like video stuff, kind of like what they did with that comedy skit that I think they posted.
That was hilarious.
They said they were in LA. They did a bunch of stuff. So their thing is they're going to do stuff they like, a bunch of video content. I saw Kevin Durant come out and said he's working with Rory and Mal, so that's cool. Yeah, so because Mal's got some good connections and shit. So again, I'm excited for the journey. We'll see where it goes. It does. The more and more I'm listening to Joe Budden with Ice and Ish, it has. I don't want to say lost its luster, but it's just not the same. But
it doesn't feel the same.
No, it did for those 6 weeks, but now once all the like turmoil happened, it's just gotten funny. But again, I think with time, maybe we'll get back to normal and they'll feel it out.
Now I do hope they get back together.
Yeah.
I hope they can.
I hope so too.
Beef. I wonder, like, and again, you mentioned this to me. Do you want to talk how they lost sponsorship, or should we not get into that?
Yeah. It don't matter. Joe lost his Cash App sponsorship. That's fine. Yeah. He's talking about it.
It's looking downhill for the Joe Budden podcast, you know.
No, I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
I hope they can turn around. I wonder if they're doing the same numbers, you know.
We're huge Joe Budden fans. I love Joe Budden. This is all because of Joe Budden. Yeah. I have faith in Joe Budden. Joe Budden will make it work regardless. Yeah. Shout out to Joe Budden. Shout out to Rory and Mal. I just want to bring it up. They dropped their first episode on Spotify. It's called New Rory and Mal. Mm-hmm. You can find it on Spotify. Yep. And then, before we get to music, let's do, King Los versus Daylight are having a rap battle on July 10th, the same day as McGregor Poirier, so that would be a fun day. I mean, this is going to be the most
epic,
metaphysical, third eye, higher knowledge, get your life together, be healthier rap battle of all time. Because they both are the same type of rappers, you know, that higher learning,
quadruple
metaphysical. It's just going to be incredible. Daylight,
Jesus.
King Los.
I'm really excited.
I'm excited. We're gonna watch it. We'll watch it on Saturday. This will be a fun fight. This is my last week before I have to go back to work too, so I'm dreading back to work. But
I mean, have you been hyped for a rap battle recently?
No, not
other than the Joe Budden.
The Loaded Lux Daylight one was supposed to be the one that had me. Besides the Joe Budden one, the Loaded Lux versus Daylight one was supposed to be good, but they still haven't set that up. But yeah, I mean, because King Los isn't always in this game, but he steps his feet in it. But I'm one of King Los' biggest fans, so I'm always anything King Los does. Mm-hmm. And Daylight is incredible as well, so I'm excited for that.
I can't wait for
That'll be a fun day, July 10th. We'll watch both of those for sure.
We'll probably put out a reaction to that,
Yeah,
too.
we will. Yeah. Shout out to King Los, shout out to Daylight. And then, all right, let's do songs of the week. We're our segments every week. Bets of the week, songs of the week. Just one more time, bets of the week for this week. Dan Ige, Tim Means, 2-team parlay. Yeah. Just for bets of the week.
Okay.
Just so they know at the end. Dan Ige, Tim Means, 2-team parlay. I know what you did. You did Diego Lima and Tim Means, 2-team parlay. Bets of the week. And then let's get into songs of the week. I'll go first. New song by Benny the Butcher and Harry Fraud. It's incredible, called Sync. It's only a 2-minute song, but they did those real that nice music in the background. Benny Butcher and Harry Fraud, they've been killing songs when they come together. So that's my first song of the week. Benny the Butcher, Harry Fraud, song called Sync.
My first song of the week is I've been in a Rick Ross mood for some reason recently, and Bobby Sessions and Rick Ross just dropped a song called Penthouse Prayers. That shit's pretty hard. So that's my first one.
All right, and then the second one I'm doing is a shout out to Mac Miller behind my little brother. High Res did a song. He made a video, by the way. Check it out. It's called Letter to Mac. He did a video like a month ago, but he just dropped the Letter to Mac remix. Just the same thing. He just added a verse. High Res, Letter to Mac remix. That's it.
Okay, and this one's kind of funny. It's Maroon 5 featuring Nipsey Hussle and YG Memories.
Is it good?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that on there too.
I never thought I'd have Maroon 5 in my song of the week, but
that's his favorite. He loves
I love Maroon 5.
What's their lead singer? I know you know. Don't act like you don't know. Well, come on.
I don't know.
I haven't thought of it. Levine.
Adam Levine.
Adam Levine. There we go. Alec, bro, when I was growing up, he had a poster of Adam Levine behind his bed. I was like, hilarious. Bro, really? But anyway, shout out to Adam Levine. Shout out to that.
Yeah. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle behind you.
Shout out to Nipsey Hussle behind me, too.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a double entendre. Yeah. We didn't even plan that. Yeah. Mac and Nipsey. All right, last thing. 154 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
We had 119 last time we recorded. You do the math, but I'll do it for you. That's 35 subscribers in 1 week.
Thank you so much.
Biggest week ever.
Yeah.
So shout out to that.
Yeah. We're starting to climb, dude.
We're starting to make some moves. We'll see where we get.
It was like a month or two with us, like 16, 20, you know. So
I
now
was
we're starting to.
We're at number 18, our 18th episode, and I keep the same notebook since the first one. The first one was February 1st, 2021. And now we're at June 14th. So about a little less than 4.5 months. Grinding it out. And 1 month too, we were off, did 2 times. So 154 subscribers, arrows pointing up.
Yep.
We're on
analytics looking better. Our charts looking
better. We got a video over 2,000. We had our best UFC video ever. We got a couple videos over 1,000.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. The comedy ones are going to keep growing. Follow us on everything: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube,
TikTok,
my brother's posting
Instagram.
more stuff. We're going to start posting more stuff on TikTok, Instagram,
Facebook.
Everything. KandiShow, KandiShow. It's KandiShow episode 18.
Thank you for listening.
Let's get it.